Hold up. Yeah.
What's up YouTube and welcome back to Top Tries. Welcome back to one of your favorite series. It is another ranking series and today we're going to rank my legendaries from worst to best. I have 35 legendaries. And now let's see for first from which countries. Well, I got the most legendaries I got from the UK, then Germany, so UK 11, Germany 8, USA 5, France 4, Italy 3, Japan 3, and Sweden 1. And from which brand do I have the most legendaries? McLaren. I got 5 McLaren legendaries out there. But are all those McLaren being in the top 10 or not? I don't know, you will see later. However, you will be surprised about some of the legendaries. You might not be so surprised about some of the legendaries being ranked worse or maybe being ranked even better. We will see. So what I will include when I talk about a legendary. And here we start off right away with the worst legendary I currently have. And I want to hear your opinions on that, so please don't hold back your opinion down below in the comment section. I'm excited to hear what you think about this one. So the first of the worst is the Jaguar F-Type R Coupe. I have it for 41 days. And I did exactly 0 races on that and 0 win ratio. This gives it, and what I'm using here to identify if I actually enjoy a legendary or if a legendary is good for me is a usage rate. And basically, since I have 0 races on that, the usage rate is 0%, and that makes it the worst of the worst legendaries. Why is that? Well, it is only an 84 IQ legendary. You see, I did not even consider using it because I didn't even put in an upgrade so far into that. I'm not gonna sell it, no. Maybe the time will come. It still has a 4-wheel drive, which is nice. It unfortunately, here it says better traction than other Fs, but what a porker. Okay, I don't even know what that means. It has low ground clearance. The stats are alright. It doesn't even go over 200 regarding top speed. 0 to 60 has a 3.4, 85 in handling. Yeah, it's really just like eh. And that's why it ends up there. So, and next is another legendary. Where do we have it? It is right here. The Mercedes AMG SLS. 80 IQ. 239 days I own it. 38 races. And 68% win ratio. The win ratio I'm not considering right now. However, usually the win ratio is going higher when I see more use for that ride. However, here we go. We have a usage rate of 16%. We got 2 more rides having exactly the same usage rate while being owned way longer. And that's why I'm keeping them a little bit ahead of the SLS. What about the SLS? Well, we do have the Epic. AMG, which I have maxed out and currently is better than the SLS. If I would max out the SLS, I might use it obviously more than the Epic AMG, which I even have twice. But since you need Epics in order to max out a legendary, I don't really see so much use in that, and that's why it ends up there. 80 IQ, well, that's being said. That's how it is. So, next we have a legendary, which probably you figured. It is the Lotus Exige S. Yeah, there are better Lotus out there. Since one of the last updates where we got like plenty of new Lotus rides, this Lotus Exige, I mean before the update, the Lotus Exige S wasn't really like a shining star. Now it's even less. However, I have it for quite a long time, 557 days. 88 races and only 58% win ratio. This leaves it again with 16% win usage rate, which puts it there right next to the AMG SLS. Still, actually, you would say the AMG SLS is a little bit better because of the mid-range. However, they're like kind of like on the same spot. And then we have, and this might actually surprise you, and it surprised me as well, But I might have some explanations for that. Yeah, where is it actually? I missed it. There we have it. The McLaren F1. It's actually a hypercar, ultra expensive. I was super happy when I got it. But then I realized I barely use it. Yeah, 242 top speed is exceptionally. This is good. This is really good. 3 seconds flat. 0 to 60 is alright. 90 handling. You can work with that. But like I said, I have plenty of McLarens. I have 4 other McLarens. And we have the F1 GT, which is a little bit higher. You will see it later. And so where does it lead us? Where does it lead us? With 632 days, we got 100 races and 62% win ratio. This again leaves us with a usage rate of 16%, similar to the AMG SLS and the Lotus. Why is that? Well, there are just a couple of, in the 90 sections, there are a couple of other rides which are a little bit better from the Legendaries, and so this might be it. This might be it. Plus, don't forget, for the F1 GT, I actually dropped in an upgrade already, what I didn't do for the F1s. All of those cars there, I did not drop in any fuses. Not the Lotus, not the F1, not the AMG SLS, and I didn't even upgrade the F-Type yet. So, and now we're going for the first price car being considered. It is the Citroen GT. It is fairly fresh. We only have it for 33 days. No, 37 days. Sorry, for 37 days. 7 races so far only. I think those were probably the races which was right after there was a tournament where you could use it. 37 races, 90% usage rate I have. However, 71% win ratio is not too bad. I hope this will kind of climb in the ranks later. French Renaissance, style icon concept. We got 3 tags. I like that a lot, actually. I do like that a lot. From the Citroen section, it's a very strong Citroen car. I hope this will shine and go up. I have high hopes for this car. But obviously, being a price car makes it difficult. You can use it less and less. Many times in the finals, you're not allowed to use price cars, and that leaves us with less options to use this ride. But we will see. We will see. Next we have is Bentley Continental. We got actually. I need to see which one was it. Which did I put down? I don't think it is this one. No, it's not this one. Then it must be the other one. Where is this? Here we have this one. The Bentley Continental GT number 9 edition by Molina. I remember I got this car out of a carbon fiber pack, which exactly had this cover car on it. And I was like, hey, cool. It's interesting, it's an interesting ride, but however, 194 days I own it, 42 races I did, 90% win ratio, which is not bad. However, like seriously, usage rate is 22%. That is almost nothing, considering that the win ratio is good. So what is the problem here? The problem might be that there are just not enough events where I can use a car like this. Great Exhibition is actually a good tag here. What I love as well, we got a 4-wheel drive, but what we don't have, what would have been great is medium ground clearance for this ride. Unfortunately, you got low ground clearance, and we got the 4-wheel drive, but if it comes with medium ground clearance, I would probably add another 50 races on this one. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with it. That's why it ends up being there. And another Bentley will come up very soon. But now we have our next prize car. It is the Volkswagen W12 Nardo. The Volkswagen W12 Nardo. So, 224 top speed is one of the strongest Volkswagens out there. One of the strongest. We still have the IDR and so on. So 3.3 seconds to 60, 90 handling. It's alright. 83 RQ. What do we have here? 191 days, 48 races, and a 75% win ratio leaves us with 25% of usage rate. Still too bad. Why is that? Yeah, I think the biggest issue for this ride is the price tag. Besides this, I think there would be more chances to use it. Being a price car makes it difficult to use it more. Without the price car tag, I would say use it more because the stats are solid. They're alright, they're alright. Especially since we have a German Renaissance tag. Now, we're going next, again, back to Bentley, and this time, yes, you probably guessed it, it is a Bentley Continental. Great exhibition. It's a fairly fresh ride we have. We got it just before the Citroen GT. The Citroen GT is actually one of the latest legendaries we have, absolutely. So what do we have here? We got 77 days, 19 races, 74% win ratio. That leaves us again, same like the Nardo, on a 25%. Why again? Well, we have here again low ground clearance, which is sad. It is by stats. It's very, very similar to the other Bentley Continental. But yeah, I don't know. It's maybe there hasn't been so many great exhibition events where I could use it. I mean, great exhibition leaves us with plenty of other UK cars. And I got, like I told you, I got 11 legendaries from the UK section. So maybe the Bentley Continental just doesn't make it, you know, whenever I choose it. So maybe in your squad it would being used way more. I love the four-wheel drive. But unfortunately, he had no time to shine yet. So that's it. Those are those rides. Let's go further. We have next, we go to France. Where do we have it? We're going to France and there we go. The Peugeot 308 R Hybrid, a European Revolution car, a concept car. And I'm telling you, many of you guys probably absolutely disagree with that. But there's one big problem here with mine. So I have it for 330 days, 87 races, 62% win ratio. Why is that? You probably might have this car in your garage and you could be like, CMG, my one is being used so much, because this one has a usage rate of 26%. So what is the issue here? Because actually the ride is not too bad. We got a medium ground clearance, we got a European Revolution tag, we got a concept tag. However, this car used to be an epic, and then it changed. Then they switched to legendary. I unfortunately upgraded or updated too early before I was able to max this baby out. And that means I am stuck there with a 131313 legendary while everybody else has it almost maxed out. Whenever I see this ride, whenever I see a possibility that this ride can be used, it's almost maxed all the time. So that is, yeah, my fault. Otherwise, this car would be, I think, very high up in the ranks regarding the best legendaries I own. But that's how it is. There's not much I can do about this. It's sad. But I don't feel it. I don't see it that I'm going to drop now epics into this ride. There are rather some legendaries after I completed this list. There are rather some legendaries I would work on than the Peugeot 308 R Hybrid. So yeah. Those were the first, I think, almost like we had, no, we got 9. Now we got one more, and then we have the first 10 legendaries. We have been ranked from worst to a little bit less worse, and here we have two different ones. It is, or which one is it? Is it this one? Let me see my stats. No, it's not this one. It's this one. The Porsche Panamera Turbo. I have it for 136 days. And 1 second, 36 days, 36 races, 67% win ratio, leaves it with a usage rate same as the Peugeot 308, if I missed that, 26%. It is still one of the best legendaries out there for city streets. However, there were just not that many options. I have the other Porsche Panamera Turbo, which is a little bit higher up in the ranks. A little bit, I'm really telling you a little bit. And yeah, it comes with medium ground clearance, which is great. I just still hadn't had much chances to use it. Really not. There's another legendary I have twice, and I'm definitely using a lot of them, and they're very high up the ranks. Okay, that's this. Then we have the next one is a legendary you might have not considered to be in the lower ranks. It is a Dodge SRT Viper, a Call of the Wild. By the way, the tag is back again. So let's see if they're gonna do something with it. American Dream, 208 top speed, 3.30 to 60, 93 handling. And there's another Dodge Legendary which I have, which is way higher up the rank regarding the usage. This one has a usage rate of 31%. 31%. Here you see it. 865 days, 266 races, 72% win ratio. It's actually not too bad. Since they actually dropped, they buffed it up regarding the mid-range. It used to be worse. Now it's better. I might use it a little bit more, but not enough. Apparently not enough. So then we're going back to Germany, and here we go. This time it is this one. 508 days we have it, 190 races, 63% win ratio. Again, it is one of the best city streets legendaries out there. I have it now used 37%. That's 37% of the time. That's the usage rate for this Panamera Turbo. The other one had a 26%. I'm waiting. I really hope one day. I love it that it doesn't have a price tag. So a price car tag, not a price tag, a price car tag. And so I really hope there's going to be an event where I can use both of my Porsche Panameras and can shine. That would be so great, so great. So now we're staying in Germany. And we're going to our next price car. It is, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is the BMW M3 CRT. GTR, sorry. German Renaissance Motorsport. I love those tags, especially the Motorsport tag. Unfortunately, it's a price car tag. I have it for 95 days and 38 races, 82% win ratio. This is the first car which is reaching a usage rate of 40%. By the way, later we will have cars which have over 100% usage rate. So you will see the huge difference between those. Why is this? This car is actually decent. It's decent. Well, there might be two reasons why I'm not using that more. First of all, slick tires. Slick tires, you know, leave us with little room where to use it. So we have dry asphalt. This is it. And the second is, obviously, it has a price car tag. So if either or would have been removed, either the slick tires or the price car tag, we actually might use this car way more, because the stats are really with the 3.20 to 60 and the 95 handling. I'm very satisfied. I'm fine with the top speed because the 81 RQ is almost like an RQ saver. So this is actually not a bad ride. Plus, considering we have German Renaissance and Motorsports, I would love to use this car a little bit more, but unfortunately, no chances with that. So, how many do we have now? I think, let me check my list. 13 cars. Let's do 2 more, and then we call it a day, and I will continue the series tomorrow, and then we will slowly getting into the top 10 of my legendaries. So we got 2 more. Let's see if you can guess it. Probably one of those cars you didn't guess. If you look at it, look at it. Which one do you think it is? Well, it is one of the cars we have is the Dodge ViperACR. I think one of the first cars where I dropped an upgrade in, a fuse in. I think so. I think neither of the other cars I dropped in a fuse. I think. If I'm not correct, let me know. American Dream, not so many tags, only American Dream. However, the handling is exceptional. I'm really loving the handling. So that leaves us. We have it for 865 days, 359 races, a win ratio of 89%. Great, really great. 42% usage rate, really great. However, I think what is the issue with this ride is the new American Frontier tag or update. Because since that, American Dream is a little bit behind, and I think otherwise I would use this car way more, because the win ratio is great, is absolutely excellent. Whenever I use this car, I know almost like, oh, I'm going to win. I dropped in a weight upgrade, and this definitely increases it. I hope we will have more use of this car in the future. It doesn't have the price car tag, which is great. It doesn't have the best top speed, but hey, yeah, handling, this is where it's shining. So I really hope in the future we will have this car again. Then we have a car you might have not guessed. You might have not guessed that it's in the first 15 cars of the worst of my legendaries. It is, here we go, the Ford GT, a hypercar from 2017. The other Ford is somewhere else in the ranking, you probably guessed so. This is the Ford I got after I got my first Ford GT. I have it for 617 days, 268 races, 75% win ratio. Not too bad, absolutely not too bad. However, that's a usage rate of 43%. Why is that? Well, here we go again. Why is that? First of all, I have the other Ford GT. Yeah, I have the other Ford GT, which is maxed out. This one is not. That is reason number one why this car is not being used so many times. So many times you don't have the chances to use, or let's say you don't have enough IQ points, or just the trackside is not really applicable for using a second legendary like this. So that might be a reason. Another reason is we have the American Frontier and we had the American Dream update, and both of those tags are not on the Ford GT. So the Ford GT is old school. He is really OG and he's so original. So he's from back in the days, and that's why I think this is it. This is it. What I would love to have, in the future is kind of like last time used. Because I would love to see when I actually use this car for the very last time. And whenever I know I can use both of the Ford GTs, I know I'm definitely ending up at least in tier 2 in an event. This is how it is. Unfortunately, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my worst legendaries I have from my 35 legendaries. We got 15, which we covered. We have another 20. I will split them in another 2 10s, I think. We have the middle part, which is very interesting. Some very interesting cars in between. We got lots of price cars there. And lots of cars probably you have as well. And then we have my top 10. My top 10 of legendaries. And you can guess now. Can you guess the top 3? I would love to hear your opinion on the top 3 on that. I wish you a pleasant day. That was a Casual Mobile Gamer. And I'm out.